Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten a rejection and unfortunately confirmed a serious warning signal. You probably should not ignore this one, and let me show you why. Now, first you're going to notice Bitcoin only a few days ago got another push down, taking the liquidity below our recent lows. The liquidity was beautifully swept below this specific low, and of course also below the bigger low at approximately 65,000 US dollar area. Not only that, exactly on the liquidity grab, we did hit another very important level, going right now on the 4-hourly time frame, going with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high. It really does look like a liquidity grab or a swing failure pattern happened at a major golden Fibonacci ratio, which was a very important area of support. But the reality is, Bitcoin only a few hours ago confirmed literally the exact same setup, but this time at the area of resistance. So right here at the golden Fibonacci ratio, it was a bullish indication. At the area of resistance, it definitely was a major red flag. And you're going to see, first, we hit our anchored VWAP, we got a rejection back down, forming some kind of a higher low. But why did we get right here another push toward the upside in the first place? Pay right now attention to the CVD indicator, to the order flow right here. We were forming another lower low on the CVD indicator, which is measuring if brand new buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. Bitcoin, on the other hand, was getting right here another higher low. So it simply means selling pressure is coming in, but it is getting absorbed. Lower low, bullish divergence right here on the CVD indicator, bullish absorption, bullish Bitcoin indication. That is why we got right here another push towards the upside, hitting, of course, once again our anchored VWAP area of resistance at approximately 68,000 US dollars. But of course, also the anchored VWAP right here was not the only level that was actually hit. Remember our yesterday's video? We definitely went with the fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, and you're going to see we definitely hit the point of control, the biggest volume cluster of this entire bottom price action. So clearly it wasn't a random level, similarly as, for example, right here at the bottom we hit our golden Fibonacci ratio, we hit the value area low, which was the volume level. On top of that, we also got a liquidity grab or a swing failure pattern. So it really does seem like the setup that was formed at the bottom right now pretty much also happened exactly at the top right here. The volume level was hit, the anchored VWAP was also hit, another important level, and on top of that also, as we said before, we got a liquidity grab or a swing failure pattern above the recent high. So this right here was definitely a bearish Bitcoin indication, and that is why right now we are right here getting another push down. That is, of course, the reason why I really want to share with you a bearish scenario that potentially could happen on Bitcoin, maybe even in the upcoming days. Do not get me wrong, I did not close my long trades on Bitcoin and also on Ethereum, but I do have my stop loss exactly at break even in a case Bitcoin right here right now is going to continue lower. That is why let us talk about a bearish scenario we right now might be forming exactly at this specific area. Zooming right now in, let's just say on the 1 hourly time frame, what you're going to see, this entire push down right here definitely does look extremely impulsive versus what it's happening right now for the past few days right here. This price action looks choppy, this push down right here definitely does look impulsive. That is right now why we could potentially talk about our L-knit impulsive wave, and we can right now say Bitcoin finished right here the impulse, we got right here an ABC correction towards this exact high, and potentially we might right now be looking for another push down for our third L-knit wave to be formed literally in the upcoming days. Later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly what level is going to be some kind of a confirmation level. If broken towards downside, it is going to be a major red flag, and in this scenario, we are for sure looking for much lower targets on the Bitcoin price itself. However, with this entire push towards the upside, there is right now a little bit of a bullish indication forming, and that is going to be that our second L-knit wave still has not hit the minimum price target. What does that mean? When you right now go with the Fibonacci retracement from the high right here back towards the low, you're actually going to see when we right now applying the template for our second L-knit wave, the 0.5 Fibonacci Fibonacci retracement level, which is usually the minimum price target of the second elite wave, at least as of right now, still has not been hit, which I would say it is going to be a little bit more of a bullish Bitcoin indication. However, I would say like that, potentially the second elite wave right now is already in, if of course our support level I'm going to show you in a moment is actually going to start breaking straight towards downside. But before we do talk about that, I would really appreciate if you right now smash up the like button, because 1000 likes right here are definitely possible. And of course also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now let me do share with you exactly what ideally I would like to see on Bitcoin to be formed, maybe even in the upcoming hours, for Bitcoin to then actually finally hit the minimum price target of our second elite wave, and only then potentially do get a bigger rejection back down. Remember the level I was also mentioning in our yesterday's video. We were right here literally going with our Fibonacci retracement, measuring the entire push towards the downside with Fibonacci retracement, and also going with the best level for us to be paying attention to, which is going to be the golden Fibonacci ratio. This level is right now coming in at approximately $69,300 US. And trust me, this specific level right here is really not a random one. What we can right now also do, we go with our Fibonacci extension levels, we go from our low, we go towards the high, we go back towards this specific low, talking about our one-to-one Fibonacci extension level coming in, surprisingly or maybe even not, exactly at the golden Fibonacci ratio. But not only that, let's go for example on the 4-hour time frame, because we can also right now apply another very important level, which is definitely going to be the anchored VWAP, anchoring it exactly at this specific high. And you can right now definitely see a major area of resistance on Bitcoin is going to get hit if Bitcoin in the upcoming hours is going to be able right here to get another rotation back towards the upside. This specific area is going to be a major level that definitely it is also a very important price target, as we said before, for our second elite wave. But in this scenario, we should not break the support level that we do need to talk about right now. So what you're going to see on the daily time frame, only a few hours ago, Bitcoin confirmed a brand new daily high-term time frame area of support. This specific level is going to come in at approximately $66,000 US. Let me apply the daily level on the chart. Let me actually also put it directly in the folder, because this specific level does align beautifully with another golden Fibonacci ratio. On the 1-hour time frame, we go again with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing low back towards the swing high. It really does look like another golden Fibonacci ratio is coming in, not exactly at the daily, but definitely very, very close. But also because yesterday we got another push down, Bitcoin did confirm another low, which simply means we do have right here another liquidity level. So I would say like that, if this specific support level right here is going to get a break towards the upside, in my opinion, it is definitely going to be quite a significant bearish Bitcoin indication. Not only because it's the gold pocket, the liquidity level, and the daily. Remember, already a few days ago, we also talked about another very important area aligning exactly with this specific zone. Let's go right now back on the 4-hour time frame. We are going to be measuring the entire bottom price action once again, because you're going to notice the bottom volume level, the value area low, coming in exactly right here. So what we can right now say, losing the value area low, the bottom volume support level, it's a major red flag. At least as right now, we do have beautiful alignment right here with the golden Fibonacci ratio, the liquidity level, and also the daily. But nevertheless, once we start breaking this specific support level towards the upside, major red flag, I definitely want to get stopped out of my Bitcoin long trade and also out of my Ethereum long trade. But the thing is, unless the support level is going to get a breakdown, the support is support until proven otherwise. So I would actually say like that, if you're right now not holding any long or buy trades on Bitcoin, potentially of course buying at the area of support is really not that of a dumb idea. Potentially of course, if we do get right here a swing failure pattern, stop loss below the area of support, let's see if potentially we are going to be able to get right here another rotation back towards the upside, simply because later in the video we definitely need to talk about a major liquidation cluster. That is right why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $8,560 bonus with the second link down below in the description. You register on B2Nix right here, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus completely for free. For example, you deposit 1,000, you trade once, you're going to get 200 USDT completely for free. But also, the more you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the second link down below. No KYC, no VPN, you register, you deposit, and you're definitely going to get some beautiful bonuses. Additionally, right now, let me actually zoom out here on the monthly time frame, because because only in the next few hours the monthly candle on Bitcoin is going to be actually closed. And yes, unfortunately, at least as right now, it is being back in red. It doesn't really matter if this candle right here is going to close back in green or in red. The thing is, it is unfortunately going to be a bearish candlestick pattern, because simply we do have right here quite a significant wick up, very small wick down, and also a very small candle body. This right here, technically speaking, it is going to be a bearish pin bar candlestick pattern. So there is of course also unfortunately going to be some kind of a warning sign, which also means even though that Bitcoin potentially sure can get another rotation back up, we still should be definitely very much careful, because the monthly time frame, at least as right now, is not really showing any major sign of strength. Sure, one could right to say to me, bro, going right now with the Ahler stochastic CG oscillator on the monthly time frame, it does look like we are being in the oversold area, and last time we hit the oversold area, Bitcoin definitely right here got another rotation back towards the upside. But the reality right now is, first of all, usually you need to pay attention to the price action before you go with the signals on the indicators. And yes, right now the monthly time frame right here, it is looking bullish. However, as we said before, the candlestick pattern on the monthly right here is unfortunately not really looking the most bullish, because it is simply going to be a bearish pin bar. So let me right to do share with you exactly what my ideal scenario on Bitcoin is going to look like. Remember, because this area right here, at least as right now, it is still acting as the area of support. Ideally right here, I would like to get on Bitcoin now the rotation back towards the upside. Breaking the support level, major red flag. Let's look for lower, but the reality also right now is pay attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 3-day time frame. Clearly, the biggest liquidations are coming in exactly above our recent high at approximately $68,400. But the reality also right now is, when we are zooming out significantly on the 2-week time frame, the story is going to be exactly the same. The biggest liquidations on Bitcoin are not coming in exactly below the recent lows, but actually exactly above the recent highs. And this level right here is definitely acting as a magnet for Bitcoin, and it's also going to be some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. So let me right now share with you a very simple plan I'm right now paying attention to. The moment we start breaking our support level, I'm going to get even more bearish. Of course, in this scenario, I am going to get stopped out on my long trade on Bitcoin and also from the long trade on Ethereum. But the reality is, I do have a very simple invalidation level below the area of support. But of course, in a case this specific support level right here does not get a breakdown, ideally, of course, we are still looking right here for another rotation back up, ideally for Bitcoin to actually hit then our major area of resistance, which is of course once again going to be a major golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately $69,000 area. That is right now why, if you're looking to trade Bitcoin with us, take an advantage of the free $8,560 bonus with the second link down below. There is no KYC and no VPN. You register with this specific link, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, but also the more you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the second link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.